Good afternoon and morning, Bears. We are so excited that you are here. This is Miss Barber, and today I'm going to be talking to you about lunch procedures. Students, anytime you're coming to or from lunch, you should always be with your teacher and on the silver line. Your teachers will, of course, guide you, and the last thing we want is for you to have to go back to your classroom because your line is either noisy or not on the silver line. When you're coming down to the cafeteria, your teachers will always let you know what lines you're going to be going through and what door you should be entering and exiting. So they will give you all instructions before lunch. Also, there's always administrators in the cafeteria, and we will always answer any questions and help you throughout this process until you learn this tradition. Bears, remember, when you're coming down to the cafeteria, there's never a reason that you should have your backpacks. So please make sure any items like large backpacks or large purses that would be carrying books need to stay in the classroom anytime coming to or from the cafeteria. When we're coming to the cafeteria, we're coming to eat. So we're going to take care of that. When you come down and you're coming into the cafeteria, your teacher, of course, will tell you what door to go in along with an administrator, and you will come in and have a seat with your class at your designated table. And like I said, your teacher, along with an administrator, is going to help you through this process. Once you're seated at your designated table, an administrator will come dismiss you to the lunch line. So everyone stays seated until an administrator comes in and dismisses you to the lunch line. Once you're Students, there are 4 doors that we use when getting your lunch in the cafeteria. This is a very, very large campus, and we only have 2 lunches. So it's very important that when the administrator dismisses you to your lunch line, that you go through that line so that you get your lunch as quickly as possible, and we can have everyone fed and everything picked up in that 30-minute time period. Because like I said, we can't go over the 30 minutes, so make sure you're taking care of business in the lunchroom. As I've stated, we have 4 doors. We have lines 1 and 2. They're over to the right side. And then we also have lines 3 and 4, which are over to the left side of the cafeteria. Again, an administrator is going to dismiss you and tell you which line to go into, whether it's line 1, whether it's line 2, whether it's line 3, or line 4. It's going to be closest, most likely, to where your tables are. But again, someone will dismiss you to take care of that. As you go into the lunchroom and into the lunch line, it's 1 in, 1 out. What does that mean? That means 1 student in as 1 student comes out, and so on and so forth until every student eats lunch. Once all students are through the cafeteria line and the doors shut, meaning as you can see right now, lines 3, the door is shut. Once that door has shut, that means that you are able to go pick up trash. Take your trash and throw everything away and put your items up. We have 3 locations for you to do that. So there's plenty of spots, along with we've divided the cafeteria to make sure that you're able to take your trash and still get back to your table. And as I said, our important part of lunch is making sure that you get fed in that 30-minute time period, you're able to pick up and put up your trash, and that also you're able to have that socialization time. So make sure that you are taking care of business so that lunch is able to be successful. Students, when you dismiss from the cafeteria, your teacher will come to your table. There will already be assigned 2 students that will be staying back to either wipe tables or sweep up under the floor of your cafeteria table. You say, why? Why would I need to do that? Our custodians work very hard each and every day, and we want to help them as much as possible. So make sure that your friends are picking up their trash, and then you will not have much to pick up, and make sure that you're keeping your table as neat as possible so there's not a lot to have to be wiped up. When dismissing from the cafeteria, we have 5 doors in which you will dismiss from. Your teacher will know what door they're to exit. So first, and each door is also marked. And like I said, there's 5 doors. So if you're exiting door 1, that would be your exit. Most likely, if you're exiting door 1, you're going to be going towards the gym area up to the Connect hallway or somewhere in the 2500. But again, your teacher will know exactly what door they are dismissing and leaving you from. So it may take us a little bit to learn this, but in time, it will become routine. My 8th graders, some of you are right now going, this was not the procedure last year. Why are we changing it? We had a lot, like I said, we're the largest intermediate. We have a lot of kids. And so with only having 2 lunches, we need to get as spread out as possible to make sure that we're getting to and from class without getting congested. So we've divided these doors and divided our exit procedures so that we can get back to class and get to the cafeteria as quickly as possible. So let's look at the other doors.
All right, guys, I'm here to talk about main detention. If you're unfortunate enough to get a main detention, then your teacher during lunch or before you go down to lunch will give you one of these red passes that says you have detention. You'll bring that pass down to the cafeteria with you to this hallway, which is your main detention hallway, and you'll take the pass with you and give it to the administrator down there. All right, this is the main detention room. So when you come in here, you'll bring this pass to the administrator. You'll give your main detention pass to the administrator that's here, and then you will walk in to main detention. All right, guys, so the rules for main detention are actually posted in main detention. So there will be absolutely no talking. If you have any questions, you must raise your hand. An administrator will assign you your seat. If you're needing a sack lunch, there'll be a place where you will be able to sign in for the lunch that'll be given to you. You may not leave to use the restroom, so don't even ask. You may not eat your lunch until the announcement's been made by the administrator to eat your lunch. And any disruptive students will be removed from main detention with further consequences.